Emotions of relocation: excitement, stress, anxiety, nervousness, homesickness, and loneliness. Wagwan YouTube family, my name is Eric. This is the Eric Evolving channel. You already know what to do. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about just kind of all the emotions you go through whenever you relocate. And this applies to anywhere that you're relocating to, not necessarily Florida, even though my experience that I'm talking from is relocating from New York to Tampa, Florida. So I went through a roller coaster of emotions during this relocation, and I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about that. So after doing months and months of research and finally deciding that Tampa was going to be the place that I relocate to, I was filled with excitement. I'm excited about the new area, all the new possibilities of just kind of going into a new area, new beginnings, all the positive things. So I was excited. Every now and then I would get nervous. I would get a little bit scared. Just thinking about the same things. All the different things that's going to be changing, everything that's going to be new, just kind of how I would adjust, and seeing some stuff that weren't all positive about the area. But those were short-lived, and my overall thing was positive. My mind just kind of kept pushing out the negative and trying to focus more on the positive. So in my mind, the pros outweighed the cons. So once I moved to Tampa, adding into my excitement, nervousness, and everything else, I started becoming a bit stressed because I was looking at all the money that I saved to move, like dwindling away, because everything that you budget for costs more. So as an example, if I looked something up and it said it cost $300, I would say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna budget for $400 because there's unexpected expenses. And then it would end up costing me $800. Double, more than double what the initial budget was, and probably double what I had put in even with like unexpected costs. So I was like, man, this thing is expensive. Money just keeps coming out and money's not coming in. So adding into everything else now, I'm starting to feel stressed. I'm now starting to second guess my decision. Was this the right decision? A little bit of anxiety there, damn, what did I do? I felt like I was bleeding money. Money was just going out, no money was coming in. And so as I said, that brought on a little bit of stress, adding into all my emotions before, and then just kind of second guessing my decision now. After kind of getting over that and kind of working through some of that stuff, I started getting a little bit homesick, because I started thinking about back home and just kind of family and friends and just the familiarity of where I was moving from, that I started getting a little bit homesick and at times even lonely. I was feeling I was getting some loneliness, So as I said, just a roller coaster of emotions, and these emotions are not independent, right? These are on top of everything else that you're feeling. So you're thinking about all the money that you're spending, the excitement, the nervousness, everything else, everything is just adding up, and as it can be tough. And if you relocate with with family or with anyone, you may end up being absorbing some of their emotions. So you're absorbing their emotions because they're going through it, and they're coming to you for comfort, and you have to kind of be strong and kind of provide confidence to them and be positive while you're going through your own thing inside. You know what I mean? So I said relocation is an emotional roller coaster. At least it was for me. But it's good. It's really good. It's good to challenge yourself and good to go out and do new things because you never know, right? You never know if this is going to be something that will positively impact your entire life and your entire family, or if it will be negative. But kind of staying in one place and just staying there because you're comfortable is not the answer. If you're comfortable or if you're uncomfortable in where you are now and you decide that, you know what, you want a fresh start, you want to relocate, you have to give it a shot, because if you don't, you never know. And the one thing I'll say is just do your research. Save your money and do a lot of research before you actually do it. One of the things that kind of helped me kind of deal with some of the emotions that I was going through was just doing activities, and doing activities that are either free or low cost. So I went onto a website and found where they had like a local meetup for soccer games. Got me a soccer ball, started practicing. Found where there was a local basketball court. Bought me a basketball, would go shoot some hoops just by myself because I'm no good. So I would just go shoot, but just having the activities to do, going for a ride on my bike, going for a walk, just having different activities to do that didn't require money was good, because I was already bleeding money, so I didn't want to keep spending. So throughout the week, there's 7 days in the week. Friday, Saturday, I went out and hung out at bars or clubs or whatever. But during the week, to occupy my time, I needed to do something. You know what I mean? On a Saturday or a Sunday, when I'm not working and I'm home all day, I needed to do something. So I even started doing some painting. I did a little bit of painting, but I said all these were just things to occupy my time. So my suggestion to you is, if you're relocating, start researching activities in your area from now. Look at things that you could be doing that are low cost or free, that you could do it in your local area, or even finding a part-time job that you could do while you're not working, because the mind is something, man. Once your mind is free and you have nothing to think about, that's when you start getting lonely. That's when you start second guessing yourself. That's when you start getting homesick. That's when all the thoughts start bubbling up in your head. So that's my advice on moving. I also would highly recommend, wherever you're relocating to, plan to stick it out for 2 years. If not at least 1 year. Plan to stick it out no matter what. So that was my mindset, that listen, for the amount of money that this is costing me, I'm going to be sticking this at least 1 year, because my lease that I signed is for a year. So I'm not going to break the lease and spend that money. So I know my plan is to at least be here for a year, but the goal is for 2 years. At the 2-year mark, I feel like I will have a good hold on what I need to do next, whether it's to move on to another city, move back to where I was moving from, or just set up shop here and this is home. Kind of feel like the latter will be my choice, but you never know. But if you guys are relocating, I wish you all the best. If you have any questions, my email is down below. Shoot me an email, or just leave a comment in the comment box below, and I'll be more than happy to try to help in any way I can. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.